Are you someone out there who wants to stop drinking alcohol forever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Well, if that's you, tune in. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Jamie Dottie Garza, and it's time to ignite your sobriety. This topic is very important to me because I never thought I would be living a life where I wasn't dependent on alcohol. I really felt for long periods of time that I needed alcohol to be who I am right now. All the great traits that people love me for, my friends, my family, my wife, being funny, being charismatic, being creative, being outgoing, being witty, being a great communicator, it wasn't because of alcohol. And I want to be a vessel to hopefully inspire anyone out there who may be thinking the same, because it's not true. This video is meant to serve as a guide and inspiration for those who want to quit alcohol and to be support for those who are looking to quit alcohol for good. The first thing we have to do is we have to understand the commitment, because it will take a commitment. You will be married to this game, okay? You will be married to this lifestyle. And that starts with a permanent change. Because the fact of the matter is this: when you embark on quitting alcohol and eliminating alcohol from your life, it is a complete shift in your lifestyle. It is a complete shift in your rewiring. And more importantly, it becomes a lifelong commitment of discipline. This also means that it's going to be a lot of mental and emotional preparation before you get on this journey. As much as I want to say that it's quote unquote easy, I'm someone who had a lot of mental health issues, and when I was eliminating alcohol, it was very tough because I was almost in bondage. Alcohol was a coping mechanism for me to keep me numb and keep me just moving forward without tackling the situation at hand and controlling my emotions. Now, hopefully that's not as drastic as what you may be going through, but I want to say this because it's all about this mental preparation, understanding yourself, being more self-aware, being more conscious of who you are and who you want to become. And it will get emotional because there's going to be some times where you feel like, I just need a drink. You might get aggressive like I was. You might feel sad about things and you just feel like you need a picker-upper. But here's the thing. The picker-upper, you have to get through this before you get to where you need to go. Some of the first steps, it starts with you making the decision. A lot of you guys in my comments, you put out there, you're ready to quit drinking and you may have started on your journey already. The hardest part is saying you're going to change and you need to change. That's the hardest part. The second part of that is actually doing that thing and getting the ball rolling. But when you quit alcohol, it has to be a change that you really want. It has to be a certain why that's going to keep you accountable. Because if it's just all up on you, you're going to keep going through the hamster wheel of quitting, going back, quitting, going back in. You might want that, but I don't feel or see no true benefits in keeping things going like that. Everything great that happened in this world, from every human here to what you see in this world, has happened because of repetitiveness and discipline to keep the things going and going and going and letting that snowball into a bigger avalanche of effect. This also means holding yourself accountable and committing and setting that quit date. Write it in your journal, write it above your office and on a piece of paper, put it in the mirror before you brush your teeth. Write a commit date of I am stopping and quitting alcohol starting this day, and look at it and start it. The first few days, I wish I was going to say it's going to be all peachy and geechy, but it won't. In fact, I went sober numerous times before I got to my streak of over 700 days, and I will always fall short. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take having and finding other hobbies. It's going to take maybe journaling like I did. It's going to take exercising. It's going to take finding new things about yourself. And it's going to take even sometimes not chilling with old friends or eliminating all alcohol from your fridge or your pantries or being around it for a few days, maybe a few weeks, until your body gets accustomed to everything. That's going to lead into creating a support system, whether it's your partner. And you definitely want your partner involved, because if you're someone like me, you guys are married, the end goal should be the fact that you guys want to live long together, okay? But you're going to want to make sure you get a strong support system who's there when you need it, because there's going to be some times where you're going to want to go back. So you're going to want people you can call on. You're going to want affirmation for those that keep you positive. And hopefully that's some family members too. Maybe even some of the people you build within communities like this in the comments section, just to keep you accountable. Some of the long-term strategies that come with that is maybe getting on a better diet, being more mindful of what's already coming in your body. You're already eliminating that toxic alcohol. Why not get on a regimen to work out, get your body stronger, eat more fruits, eat more healthy. You know, maybe that means going vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for almost 4 years now. Or that might also mean finding new hobbies. Maybe you're someone like me who uses this time to pour more into who I can help. I run a business. I'm an entrepreneur. Now I'm on a course of becoming a better leader in my community and making things happen in my community. So I'm using all this time to become a better leader and have better leadership, because we need more leaders in this world. Avoid those triggers as much as possible. I know for the longest I was going to this wing spot locally, and I had to stop going there for a second, because every time I went there I would get a cold brew on the side. It's gonna take sacrifice. Everything that you want in life is gonna have to take sacrifice. You wanna make more money? Well, guess what? You're gonna have to sacrifice more time to build things to get those skills that you need. You wanna be a better father? Well, that means that you're gonna have to be more active, and you're gonna have to carve out time to talk more and communicate more. You wanna be a better husband? Like, all these things, right? They're gonna take sacrifice. You wanna be a better basketball player? Ask Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to Kobe. But he practiced 5 times a day, when everyone else just practiced 1 or 2. It's always going to be a level of sacrifice no matter what you do. Dealing with the setbacks, you got to understand that relapse can happen. I see it all the time in my comments of people falling short from their streak. You're going to fall off the horse, but as long as you get back, you can get back to it. Hopefully you learn something of where you keep falling at. And if not, just keep this journal down too, so you learn to maybe change things so that won't happen the next time. Maybe that means like there are triggers around you that got you to fall back, or maybe there was a social or a certain emotional state that you hit that took you back to your vomit and caused you to relapse. This journey has been ongoing for me. I finally feel like I mastered everything and going on over 700 days, but in the course of that, I try to get sober a lot of times. One was when my son was being born in 2016. I decided to go sober, and I went sober for a good almost 60 days, 90 days, and then I went back to drinking champagne and, you know, here and there type of thing. And I literally pinpoint where I was falling short every time, and I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you got to make a decision. And if you got God on your side, anything's possible. I attribute all this because I've been convicted and the Lord saved me. So thank you, Lord. As you continue to maintain sobriety, I would encourage you to keep a journal around. You might have a great memory. I believe I have a great memory. But it's something more powerful when you're able to look in your journal and go back to certain pieces of times. Having those self-reflections of growth and seeing it right then and there, and then going back and reading it, it really keeps you accountable, and it keeps you in understanding that you really become the best version of yourself when you're sober. So much more things get accomplished, so much more focus, so much more energy, so much more life. I get so much joy out of sobriety. No longer is anyone questioning me, are you drunk? Because of the things I say. And that used to really bug me. Especially sometimes I'll be talking to my wife. She'd be like, you're talking crazy, you're drunk. I don't like any excuses for what comes out my mouth. Now that being sober, I've become more powerful and meaningful with what comes out my mouth. And it's just a certain power that I get just knowing and that confidence that everything that I'm doing, there's no alcohol involved. I'm completely sober. Everything I say, I mean. And it's just a sharpness that I can't even explain in words. Being able to be present with my baby daughter who's 18 months and just holding her and just making funny faces with her, and even racing with my kids last weekend and showing them I still got it. Don't get it confused, because I'm about to be 35. I could still smoke you if we run, right? Those are the joys of sobriety, and the confidence I get from it each and every day is just a true gift. At the end of the day, I've dealt with alcoholism for about 15 years of my life. And I never thought I would ever see a life without alcohol. And at the end of the day, if I can make it, I'm gonna say this, you can make it. I don't care how much you've been through or what limits and beliefs you put in this old noggin and you think you can't get through it. There is light for you at the end of the tunnel, and there's a better version of you awaiting. It's crazy that quitting alcohol, people look at you differently. Like, oh, why are you quitting alcohol? When it's the most potent and destroying drug of them all. However, the way it's been marketed to us, the way it's been put in our faces, the way it's been a lot of things, everything associates to it. And it takes true empowerment and becoming awakened to realize that these spirits, the alcohol, is just keeping you down. So why am I saying all this? Is because I just want to be a vessel and let you know that wherever you're at on this journey, I hope that this video could help. And if you're thinking about being sober and you want to continue to be sober, try these steps out because it works. I'm just a testimony at this point. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like